Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome back to our Songs of Conquest miniseries where we're continuing the second mission in the second song. The Rana continue to grow stronger as we add a second wielder to our roster. Cheekham Stormcaller over here coming in with 20 hunters that we'll be putting to good use pretty much right away. There is a lot to do today, many excellent suggestions from the comments of the previous episode as well, all of which I'll be addressing, including some of your questions and concerns as we move forward with today's session. Folks, I do apologize on that note for the delay in this session. I was hoping to release this episode, and in fact a couple of episodes over the weekend, but this weekend's climate basically drove me out of my home for the entirety of the 3 days, including Friday. I know that's not typically what one considers the weekend, but it's been insane. Again, I mentioned it on Twitter. Link to my Twitter is in the description down below. I would have mentioned it in my Discord as well, but you know what? It was so hot, I wasn't thinking straight, and it completely slipped my mind. It's been wild, but things should be back to normal now moving forward. These episodes should be a bit more regular as the air conditioning in this building has finally turned on. I know it sounds ridiculous, but oh man. Either way, that's irrelevant moving forward, hopefully, but I did want to let you know what was going on because I believe in that kind of transparency. Besides that, I want to mention as well, folks, as always, if you've been enjoying this series, if you would like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Again, all the comments get read. You will hear me addressing quite a few of them actually over the course of this session. But despite that, even if I don't address it right here and right now, know that it has been seen and it will be addressed in one way, shape, or form. And besides that, the likes and comments, the number of them just lets me know, how many folks are interested, how interested folks are, and what I should keep doing on the channel, what I should slow down, speed up, so on and so forth. With all that out of the way, folks, let's get this party started, shall we? There is a lot to get done today. First order of business is actually transferring some troops and some equipment between our two armies. I saw a few of you ask if that's an option, and it absolutely is. I'm just trying to figure out which direction I would want to do that in, because ideally, I'm going to embolden our let's call it our main army here with Rask in charge. I'm going to add the 20 hunters, well, 19. One troop has to stay with a wielder at all times. So 19 of these hunters can be transferred over to Rask's army. Then we can go ahead and see what's going on with these caged prisoners. And I think that emboldened army will then be brought back down south over here to finally take this stone deposit. That's my plan right now, because then we can start generating stone with some regularity. Now, many of you pointed out that it would have been wise for me to actually build the exchange at this build site, and that way I could have just traded for, stone, and I would have been able to move forward a bit faster. You're absolutely correct in hindsight. If I'd known that stone would have been so difficult to get to acquire such a steady flow of, then I would have jumped on the exchange right away. Unfortunately, I didn't at the time know that. If I was to do this mission again, then I would definitely do things a little differently. But with that said, I think at this point in time, we're close enough to getting the stone deposit that I would rather not waste this build slot. Again, I would like to get the beast coral over here. Some of you have suggested that I should get the mud huts just so we can get some of these guards, because I'm kind of lacking in melee. I don't have that shield to protect my ranged troops. Fact of the matter is that these guards have extremely low melee offense. The way they are meant to be used, at least from my experience, which granted isn't all that much, but the way they're meant to be used is in conjunction with other melee troops because of that guard ability at the bottom there, which gives them, or which gives allied troops a boost to their defense. I can't recall if I've mentioned this already, so I don't want to belabor it too much. You can see their melee offense, though, is rather pitiful. So even though they can kind of hold their ground, not for long enough to serve as a permanent front line, and their damage output is so low that you're not really eliminating enemy troops unless they've already been softened up. So that's why I'm a little hesitant to focus on guards. They are available up north. There's that one mud hut where we can get some guards. We can also get crawlers up there. For crawlers of our own, we need to do some research, for which we'd have to get the birthing pools, but that requires a large building slot. So hopefully we're able to upgrade the settlement and get to those large building slots at some point. But right, so for now, my focus is on getting that beast coral, because I do like how the Ravagers work, and I would like to do that research to get the tremors in place of... like if I had to invest in something, I would rather invest in tremors than I would in crawlers. At least that's how I feel right now. But you know what? We'll see. Again, things can change as we make progress. The settlement itself still needs quite a bit of stone and some gold. We'll have it within the next turn to upgrade, and that will in fact, yes, give us a large build site. So something to consider, but again, I would rather use that stone to build something here first when we acquire it. Now, let's go ahead and actually move through with the plan and see just how much luck and success we have. Let's not call it luck. Let's not call it luck before we're actually dealing in chance, right? So yes, we are able to transfer equipment between wielders. We're also again able to transfer troops as well. So let's go ahead and get 19 of these hunters in here. One again has to stay with a wielder at all times. This will give us a boost to movement and view radius. And yeah, okay, great, fantastic. What I'm thinking again is we'll pick up these whoever's in this cage, and beyond that as well. Yes, can't recall if I mentioned these guys last time or not. But I did notice them last time. Okay, sorry. I was I was fairly confident that they would be like you know, the guards down over here, where there wasn't a battle and they just joined us instead. I was fairly confident that's how it was going to work out over here, and they would just join us as opposed to there being a battle. You know what, I'll take that risk, because in the worst case scenario, if it is a battle, we can always withdraw from it. So, right, we're going to go ahead and send Rask down south over here, and we're going to get Cheekham over here moving towards these crawlers. Oh, hello. Ah, interesting. It looks like you can actually come all the way down over here. We don't have to... Okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. Because I thought we were going to have to backtrack to take care of these Barya troops, but it seems as though we can just come down from up top over here. So we'll deal with that when it becomes a bit more relevant, I suppose. But I'm glad I spotted that before I started dancing back and forth. On the topic of dancing back and forth, one last thing to mention, folks, before the action starts. You can, again, of course, we could use Cheekham as a bit of a runner, coming all the way down south over here, picking up troops, bringing them up north, delivering them to Rask, coming back down south, picking up more troops. We can absolutely do that. I don't think that's the most efficient use of Cheekham, especially now that I've seen this connection over here. I feel like there are other ways we could use Cheekham that might be more valuable. Anyway, let's go ahead and pick up these caged prisoners over here and see what it has to offer. 8 shamans versus 1500 XP. Funny, it's almost like it was like Cheekham should have picked this up for some XP and to level up. But I think I'm fine with this decision still. Go ahead and do that. Pull you back up to the mud huts. Get some more troops up over here. I could get, yeah, some of these guards, right? Because again, they're not useless. They have value. I just don't want to over-invest in them is the thing. And with that done, do I first want to hit these ancient skeletons and get some of these pickups over here, or do I want to get the stone coming first? Let's get the stone flowing first, because it'll take us 2 turns. Like, if we could get here this turn, I would have tackled these guys this turn, but we can't. In which case, I'd rather just focus on these Dreths, get the stone flowing sooner rather than later. Let's go ahead and do that. Meanwhile, Cheekham over here, let's go ahead and move you forward. What kind of pickups are we looking at? We've got the Stone Altar, Tribute to Chaos, Burning Runestone, Old Urns, and then hopefully, yeah, these crawlers are able to join us without combat. That would be ideal. I'm taking a bit of a risk, but what is life without risks? Stone Altar has given us some buffs. We've got more pickups up over here. There's a lot up over here, isn't there? These Dreths over here as well. Oh, that's got to be a visual bug. Those are not Barya troops. We'll come back to it. Oh, looks like there's a bubbling bog here as well, just out of our reach. Come down over here. Out of movement. Ooh, hello. Ooh, hello. Well, this is interesting. We might have another settlement over here, and these guys might be willing to join us too. In which case, Cheekham's army becomes, you know, decently sized pretty quickly. All right. Let's not talk about it. Let's just do it, right? My apologies for the rambling, folks. Let's go ahead and end that round there. And I guess we'll dive into the Dreths first just to take care of this, and then we'll go ahead and investigate some of the stuff going on over here. So, Rask, let's bring you down over here in one turn. Skip past these ancient skeletons, because, again, the longer we have the stone deposit generating stone for, the more stone we end up with. What are we looking at? 51 to 99 Dreths, a procession of them. 3 sets of troops. I wonder, let's see. What if I do this? Move you up there. Move you up here. Because I want to make sure our shaman are able to, you know, attack, like they're able to focus fire on one enemy unit perhaps, rather than spread their love, as the case might be. So let's do this. Move these 3 forward together. Again, use that adjacency defense buff. Oh wow, with our stacks, that melee offense of 52 isn't bad. Now that I actually look at the numbers. Hunters are 52. Guards are 51. Oh, you know, maybe I should reconsider. Maybe I should reconsider my earlier assessment. Fair enough. Hey, you know, I'm always willing to admit when I might be wrong. If you're familiar with the channel, you're very familiar with that sentiment. I'm always willing to admit that I might be mistaken about something, and course correct accordingly. Let's see how they perform here. Though I'll still be careful with them because in my experience, they don't always deliver results. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna actually back up. Our shamans move before these Dreths. Yeah, we're gonna back up because what I want to do is I want to bait these guys forward so that I get the first hit. And even though they retaliate before our hits land, I don't want to move forward so that they can engage me first, and all I get is a retaliatory strike, before which I probably end up dead anyway. So let's go ahead and pull back. I guess we don't really have to pull these guys back. Let's pull you down over here. All right, pop you there. You can... I would like them to end up in my, like, high damage range, right? So why don't I pull you up to here, perhaps? Try that. Hopefully they don't swarm that that shaman. All right, and let's pull you back, right? Because we're in range right now, so let's pull you back to here. Cool. And that should provide us some assistance. Hopefully that works out. And that turn, they come. All right, it's fine. I could just move up and get the hit in over here. But these guys move together next. That's good bait. Almost baited me. I got kind of cocky there. Hang tight. Do we really not have... Okay, there we go. Earth block. I wonder... I wonder if it's to my advantage to earth block in front of the shaman so they don't get easily engaged. I mean, typically I'd want to save up for the exploding fungi, but maybe if I pop this earth block down over here, the shaman won't be engaged in melee, and then I won't be, you know, again, trapped in melee. I'd be able to actually use my ranged attacks. Sure, let's pop this down over here. That should provide some assistance. Go ahead and keep you over here so your adjacency bonus is applying to everybody. And what does that translate to over here? A defense of 31. That doesn't sound like all that much. 9 to 12, 9 to 12, 9 to 12. If I hang tight, taking a really defensive approach over here. I don't know if that's going to work out for me. Let's go ahead and eliminate this unit. It's a guaranteed elimination, 14 deaths, right? Rather than risking a chance of elimination, let's go ahead and eliminate these guys completely. Down you go. Less damage output from them. And go ahead and pop. Let's see. You down like that. Get the shaman to fire up over here. 4 to 6. Sure, I'll take it. Takes a bit of damage. Our retaliation does a lot of work there, actually. Fantastic. Okay. Can I... How much health do you have? 9. This takes... or rather, this causes 11 damage. So let's go ahead and pop that over here. Finish you off. Gives us a bit of momentum. I could creep up here and get a hit in. Buddy moves next anyway. If I move forward, I give up that boost to defense. I don't know if it's... Let's hang on to it. All right. Of course, he's going to focus on the hunters because they're not going to retaliate. Hang tight, buddy. Not going to attack with these guys. Go ahead and fire down over here. I didn't attack with these guys because the retaliation would have just killed us. Go ahead and finish you off. Beautiful. Wow. You know what? That worked out rather nicely. Really pleased with how that battle worked out. That was not too shabby. Just lost a bunch of hunters there. All of Cheekham's hunters. Rask has attained level 10. All right. So Tutor is an interesting pick because we can spread that XP gain to other wielders and level them up at the same time. I'm tempted to do that. You know what, okay, I'll consider this at level 11 maybe. I think right now I gotta think about cunning. And an extra increase to all these stats. Because again, I think that battle lasted 2 rounds, right? That initial 3 rounds is basically the entirety of most skirmishes. So sure, let's go with cunning. Good stuff, good stuff. And now we're off to claim... of course we gotta wait until next turn. Fair enough, fair enough. Not the end of the world. And let's take a look at Cheekham here. This burning runestone, don't mind if I do. Alright, it's not like he's gonna get into battle anyway. These old urns, what do you have for me? Let's pick up the Glimmerweave. Glimmerweave is quite essential for higher level stuff, whether it's construction or research. And sorry, I paused there after I said construction because if this settlement, it looks like it's a settlement we can claim. Okay, I've got some plans here. Let's go ahead and visit the bubbling bog first. Wood and ancient amber. Was really hoping for stone. If I could only be so lucky. A pond of Rana troops. Come on, come on. We've heard of you. You fight along with Rask the Rider. You've come to free the Marsh from the human oppressors. We will rise with you, if you would have us. Yo, yes, excellent. Okay, yes, absolutely. Join us. 33 of them. That is no small number. Yes, add them all, please, and thank you. That tells me that the crawlers are going to join us as well with a bit more confidence than I had at the beginning of the session. Beautiful, beautiful. You know what else is beautiful? That, like, text line was specific to talking to them with somebody who wasn't Rask, right? Because they referred to Rask as another entity who's not in the conversation. So I'm curious if I'd come with Rask, how that conversation might have been different. It looks like we can, in fact, yes, claim this settlement. Beautiful, which means at this build site, we'll be able to establish a spawning pool when we have enough stone. All right, this has to be a bit of a priority then. A spawning pool will allow us to recruit troops from other buildings, which means that ferrying I was talking about, like running down here, picking up troops, and then dragging them up to wherever our main army is, that will no longer be necessary. You know, because if we're down south, we can visit the village down over here, or settlement down over here, and recruit troops. But if we're up north over here, we can come over here to the spawning pool and recruit troops from it instead. So that is quite good. But yes, looks like I do need some stone, and that'll be the priority here to get that built. Meanwhile, the upgrade over here will cost 5 stone. We have everything else we need. But as you can see, it's a small settlement. It can only be upgraded by 1 step. So its maximum build slot count is the small building site it already has, another small build site, and a medium build site. So you can see how it's different from the first settlement that we had. Either way, different though it might be, it is going to be quite valuable with a spawning pool up over here. That's excellent. That's awesome. All right, I'm glad. You know, things are working out here. Things are working out here. Our decisions so far have worked out nicely. End our turn there. Yeah. We'll pick up the stone deposit and the pile of stones here, taking us to 5. Again, we're getting +2 per turn. Let's go ahead and establish. I know, as much as I was prioritizing the beast coral here, for which we need to wait another, what, 4 or 3 turns. Terrible math for a second there. We need to wait another 3 turns for the beast coral here, and another 2 for it to be built. I think we're wiser to build the spawning pool up over here. It'll take 1 round, and then it'll allow us to recruit troops up over here. And as you can see, it costs Glimmerweave. So I'm glad I've collected some over the course of time. It costs a little bit of everything, actually. This is a, oh boy, expensive construction. Spawning pool. Purchase troops from other camps and settlements in your kingdoms. Yes, build, please. 1 round it'll take. Now, what to do with you next? Do I actually bring you all the way down over here to pick up some more troops, fill out some of our numbers, because God knows we need some more hunters. We could come up over here, pick up some more guards. Didn't really use them on the offensive in that previous battle. These hunters will get wiped out if I don't add to their numbers, you know? So fine. Why don't we go ahead and come back down south over here. On the way back up north, we'll be able to hit up this giant mushroom for some extra power, and then we'll be able to take on these ancient skeletons. While over here, Cheekham converses, hopefully, with these crawlers and gains some strength here. Yeah, sure. That sounds good to me. So pull you back towards our settlement here. Good stuff. And up over here. This is all good. Let me make sure I haven't missed anything. I mean, yeah, there's all this stuff up over here. Rider statue, old urns, old camp. There's a lot going on in every direction. Every which way, there's something to see. Beautiful. Hostile troops want to join. Yes, please, and thank you. Bring you in and bring... let's keep them separate, because together we'd have 115 and one left over, so let's just keep them separate for now. That's fine. Beautiful. Don't mind if I do. I could keep coming down this way. I don't think we can engage these guys with this army. That's just not an option. So why don't we keep exploring... Oh, let's actually double back up this way. See what's going on up north over here. Because, oh yeah, there's these guys over here as well, right? That we caught a glimpse of from up top. So maybe we can recruit some more. Yeah, sure, let's do that. And then when Rask comes around, Rask can take a look at dealing with that Barya set of troops, right? Go ahead and pick up the Glimmerweave. Yeah, sure. Let's get the Glimmerweave. We're generating gold already, right? Over to this camp here. Ooh, guards. It would take up all of our slots. Not a terrible idea. What else would I want to put in here? We've got shamans, I suppose. Hopefully by the time we get up there, we've got... Okay, we can sort stuff out. If we need a slot desperately, we can sort some stuff out. Let's go ahead and pick up these guards. And we have the rider statue, a source of power. I don't think I can take this... Why does it still say a platoon of Barya troops? I don't think I can take them on. We'll move closer, though, and we'll see what this rider statue has to offer. Medium difficulty. That doesn't sound viable, I'll be honest with you. Alright, and down over here, you're done as well. That's the turn. Good stuff, good stuff. Spawning pool has been completed. Excellent. Maybe a little prematurely, but I'd rather have it done than you know, just sit on it. And I just realized that was my finger slipping. I meant to press S, and I pressed E instead. And even though I could have still moved, I believe, Cheekham there, it ended the turn without any warning. This is why double opt-ins are important. Anyway, not the end of the world. Down to this bubbling bog again. That's what I realized, that this is probably regenerated, because this regenerates over time. This one's probably also regenerated. Yes, it has. I think we can probably just cut through here and then hit these guys up. Go to some of these cages, perhaps. This army's kind of filling up. These treasures up over here, though. I feel like I'm chasing squirrels at a dog park, you know? And I'm the dog doing the chasing, obviously. It's just like there's so much everywhere to engage with. Down over here, we got some shamans. We can pick up 16 of them, fill this lot up. Okay, hold on. I'm going to prioritize these hunters. I just wasn't sure how much money it would cost to pick all these guys up. Go ahead and do that. Bolster our numbers over there, so our melee has a bit of weight behind it, and then we can still afford to make this a full stack. What I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to go ahead and actually split these guys in half, so that we have more shaman, again, generating more essence, and also just more, you know, more activity per turn, more damage output. Oh man, yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and I could come up here, take care of these ancient skeletons, recruit troops over here to replenish what we've lost, and then come back down and take care of these guys. It just seems so foolish, like backtracking, you know. But that Quiris sounds... And this treasure chest level 2 and this treasure trove, there's just so much up over here. Oh, why do you do this to me, game? Why do you do this to me? I guess I don't want to engage with these caged prisoners when I basically have a full stack, right? So sure, I'm going to use that as the excuse to prioritize this. We'll go to the mushroom first, of course, to pick up its buffs. And up over here, let's not forget you again. Looks like there's a Glimmerweave Grove here, but these Fae are going to be very difficult to defeat. They tend to be a bit on the tougher side. I'm not going to try that. +3 offense, +3 defense. It's not bad. Yeah, they're a worthy opponent. That's not going to work out nicely for us. And this is also medium difficulty. So if anything, it'll have to be Rask that deals with these guys too. Which he can do. He can go to this medium hut over here. Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and move forward and continue scouting with Cheekham. And as soon as we can, we should level up and get some more troop slots over here. Quite a bit to look at still. All right, cool. That's the turn done. And enemies will be getting tougher again soon, I believe. Alright, let's move Rask first. Get you all the way up to this mushroom, please and thank you. Good stuff. Again, that minus 25 defense hurts, but I think it's fine. Go to this waterfall as well when we can. And cheek him. This wooden idol. Ancient Amber or XP. You know what? Let's go ahead and pick up some XP. Because I don't want to fall too far behind over here. We've got we had a bit of a way to go. We're closer now. Visited the stone altar. Did we? When? I don't remember visiting this. Up to you. Take that gold. Guys, bandits. This is going to be a fight. Bandit hideouts are always a battle. We leave the fighting. The Rask. Down over here, we've got a fight. All right, keep scouting. Ooh, hello. Ravagers have always been, or the few times we've engaged with them, Ravagers have been a battle followed by a recruitment. And we're topped up here anyway. So I think I'll leave that be for now. Oh, hello. Challenging ancient skeletons. A thunder of legionnaires. All right, looking at some more challenging stuff as we move over that way. It looks like we have to eliminate these Fae to be able to get around and pick up some of these Shaman. Or it could just be a dead end, right? Like, who knows? Who knows sometimes. All right, that's that round done. Keep at it. Yeah, there you go. Time passes and the strength of hostiles grows. Go ahead to this waterfall first. What does that give us again? +3 movement. Oh, for 2 rounds. I mean, it's useful. I was just hoping it'd be something for battle. I'd forgotten what it was. Into this battle over here. Undead Guardian. Ancient skeletons armed with rusted and bent weapons guarded the clearing. They were wet and muddy, as if they had only recently emerged from the marsh. But the undead warriors and the corruption spreading around them were not welcome in the marsh. Bound by her, bound to conquer. No, even human remains are not welcome. We will destroy you and sanctify our home. Alright, should be easy. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Let's go ahead and get all of our shaman together. That high ground is helpful, so fine. Let's go ahead and pull you down over here. It gives them extra range. And then at the bottom over here, we'll kind of secure our defenses, I suppose. They'll be coming from up top over there. They should be shambling over. They should be pretty slow, if I recall how skeletons work well enough. And I think this will work for us. Well, we're about to find out. I should have quick saved before we dove into this one. I need to remember to quick save. I've fallen out of that habit. I tried to remind myself right at the beginning of this entire playthrough. Hard habit to build. I'm so used to not being kicked around. Let's go ahead and move you. Let's see, what would we do? We'd do 1, 2, 3, I suppose. Yeah. Move you up there. Hang tight. Pull you down to... How far can they go? Oh yeah, they're very slow. That'll at least allow us to generate quite a bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Essence in the meanwhile, while we wait for them to come up close. Pull you up to here. Pull you up to here. It's not like there's an incentive to finish a battle more or less quickly, right? Hang tight, move you up over here. And again, we can generate all these higher level spells. The longer we wait, we can start getting some more, again, high level stuff. Summon an acid cloud with a hexagon radius of 1, dealing 20 damage. I don't think we'll get this high up. How much are we generating per turn? We're really generating 5 per turn. We won't get to 12. 3 turns, I don't think we have that much time. But again, even things like insect swarm and stuff helps. We got options. Hang tight. Yeah, they're very slow. Okay, I think I've taken this battle a little too slowly. Maybe a little too slowly. These mines are always pretty priceless, right? 30 damage isn't insignificant. Hang tight. Yeah, hang tight. Ooh, what is this? Entangle. I do not need to slow the enemy down any further. Dimensional door move. Target friendly troops 2 hexagons. All right, that's not too shabby. We got that psychic spear. We got insect swarm. Almost call that amber spear. And we got that earth block as well. Don't quite need it just yet. Hang tight. And hang tight. And hang tight. All right. Good stuff. A little bit of damage there. Of course, they're going to walk past the others. All right. Not going to complain about that. I wonder how much damage up we can get here. Go ahead and stay put. Damn it. They're just outside of our, like, extra damage range. That's okay. Go ahead and try and finish these guys off first, I think. I don't think we're going to be able to eliminate them. But it can cause some hurt. They'll come up. They'll strike. We'll get the retaliation. Alright. Go and put down the explosive fungi. Could drop down. I don't think any of these would make that much of a difference right now. Really hoping, I guess, yeah, next turn we'll end up with that poison cloud or whatever it was, right? The acid cloud. Sure, we can hold off until then. Oh, I could push the target troops back. Ooh. It's just one stack, though, so I don't think that's the biggest deal. I could use these ethereal scales. It uses up my creation, though, and I want to use that. I want to check out that acid cloud. So hang tight. And hang tight. Touch of damage there. Retaliate. Touch of damage there. Retaliate. Touch of damage there. No retaliation that time, of course. Don't know if I love the situation I put myself in. I probably could have got more damage in there sooner. Okay, hang tight. Go ahead and fire down over here to eliminate you. Okay, fire over here to soften you up. Yeah. Oh, we just short of being able to eliminate them. Go for it. I wonder if... How much health do you have? 1-5, right? So Psychic Spear should finish them off if I've got my math right here. No. Again, I always... Right, each one has 11 health, right? I always cack that up. We have the Acid Cloud here. Pop it down over here. Go for it. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Who do we have here? It's your turn. 11 to 15 damage. I could eliminate you instead. Why don't we go ahead and pop this Psychic Spear. And another one. Good stuff. Take that momentum. Eat a retaliatory strike, unfortunately. And I could come up over here. Kind of leaves this guy open with reduced defense, right? And you can see how like little damage it feels like we'd be doing. 3 to 5. Let's hang tight. Good stuff. Hang tight. And defeat from a distance. Probably could have been a bit smoother. Not too upset about that, though. I will need to replenish. I will definitely need to replenish. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like staying back in that corner was helpful because I was able to trigger 2 sets of explosive fungi to soften them up before they came close. And allowed my shaman to get some damage in there as well before battle actually began. You know, that's not too bad. Lost 20 hunters and 5 crawlers, that's not too bad. I think I'm being a little hard on myself there. Good stuff. Alright, cool. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and get the Quirus here. Don't mind if I do. What are we looking at? Plus 12 defense. That'll come in handy. Let's go ahead and visit this treasure chest and this treasure trove for a ton of gold. It looks like we have a dead commander here as well. The Helmet of the Vanir. I'm going to go ahead and pick up that helmet. It looks like it's helpful either for us or for Cheekham, right? Yeah, plus 1 extra defense. Don't mind if I do. And we'll get this over to Cheekham. They do have to interact with each other, though. We can't just teleport items over to them. They have to actually make contact with each other. Everything here has been visited. We're able to go up to the mud huts then. And man, I would like this ancient amber excavation, but I'm not in a rush. If these rats get eliminated, we have some piles of gold. Again, not in a rush. There's also this stuff over here. You know what? I think we'll move towards this Barya collective over here next. I think that's the right call. Meanwhile, Cheekham, keep exploring, keep scouting forward. It's... Ooh. Masugna, who sees beyond. Rumors of more Wielders awakening across the Great Marsh were true. A respected shaman, named Masugna, had for a long time been teaching the Rana how to work with the giant beasts known as tremors. And just recently, she'd been seen doing magic, calling down fire and destruction to defend a camp from bandits. If Rask called upon her, she would come. Okay, I wonder if that is trying to tell me... Oh, hello. Hello. All right, you'd come in with 3 tremors. That's not a lot in number. And I don't know how quickly they get wiped out. But if I bring Masugna, who sees beyond, we get 3 tremors. We have what is creation, so +2 creation. 2,500 gold is not that expensive. We could bolster her army pretty much right away using the spawning pool, right? And maybe send her down instead. Okay, that's something to consider. That's cool. It's cool to see that that option has been made available so readily. All right, we have a Marsh monument here. We got another waterfall over here for extra movement ranges, right? Over to this Marsh monument. Gotta be careful as well. I'm starting... Oh, did that say missing text? Again, folks, game is in early access. I'm very close to the objective. I want to make sure I don't trigger something by mistake and put myself in harm's way with a rather weak army, right? But the scouting has certainly been working out for us. Oh, I meant to engage with these Ravagers. I don't have spots for them anyway. I was thinking if I needed to, I could always do this, abandon the one crawler, and then pick up however many Ravagers I can pick up. But that feels... I don't want to do that for Ravagers. I would do that for something... more valuable maybe, but not for Ravagers. I feel like it's a little much. I need to find some weak enemies so I can level cheek him up though. Otherwise he's not going to have more slots. Yikes. Okay, that's something to consider. Back over here, you have used up all your movement as well. Yep. And the round. Trying to figure out the best time to recruit that new wielder. Alright, go ahead and get some more crawlers. Yep. Full stack there. I could get a full stack of guards as well. I mean, they haven't taken even the slightest damage yet, so would I rather save that money up to get some more hunters? Why don't we go ahead and do this? Why don't we get 10... more guards just to bolster these guys a bit more so I can send them forward a bit more confidently and save some of that money to acquire hunters to fill out this this gap, I think, and maybe even some shamans to fill these guys out as well. I think that's a better call. Let's do that, and let's go ahead and visit this stone altar. Oh, there's so much stuff down over here. But yeah, I think I want to prioritize the Barrio troops to the south, +5 offense, +5 defense. I could come up to this platoon over here and open some of this up. I could also deal with these guys. And see, it looks like the path continues down over here, and there is quite a bit going on. There's another bubbling bog. There might be another settlement. Might be room for resource generation, perhaps. Because again, you can build buildings to make resources too, right? Worn... I don't think this will be as valuable as the armor we already have. Alright. Gonna creep up towards the Fae. I don't remember how they fight, so that'll be interesting. We'd be able to start generating Glimmerweave up over here, and I think that's not a bad idea. And then we can move towards the Barrio troops, so we'll be able to recruit, right? I'm feeling okay. A little low on hunters, perhaps. But overall I think I'm feeling okay in terms of our current circumstances. Waterfall, in terms of engaging the Fae. We'll see what the game says. If it says it's challenging, I'll reconsider that. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. You a challenge? Are you... Who can we fight? Not these guys. These guys are straight up challenging. Oh, I can actually engage you. Medium difficulty. I could try them. We'll take some hurt, but again, I gotta start leveling up, right, so I can get some more slots over here. But for now, that's the turn. Go ahead and take care of these guys first, I think. What are we looking at? Medium difficulty. Oh, this could be rough. 100 plus. Well, go ahead and quick save. Remember this time. Let's dive in. As Rask, the first rider's forces neared the Glimmerweave source, they could see it was protected by a cluster of flying creatures with long, sharp claws and strange masks. A few of them darted away to the north, while the rest hissed, and in warning. Go back! Go to sleep! Nasty Rana Wielder. Ethel says, bad dragon. You're not creatures of the marsh. Leave now, or meet your death. Sharp claws! Alright. I don't like the look of this. Oh, I think we're in trouble. Straight up, I think we're in trouble. Let's go ahead and concentrate our forces down over here. Tuck into the corner. I think they move rather quickly. I cannot remember how they behave. I don't like this hunter count. That unit's going to drop very quickly. And we've invited death. We've invited death. And I guess that's why I did the quick save before we dove into this battle, because I kind of knew what I was getting myself into. If we're lucky, we'll scrape by. The thing is, though, momentum is such a big factor in this game. Every time we scrape by, we're not doing well. Oh, they're very low in number, at least. Very little health as well. Okay, if I can pull back and I can get a couple shots in, might be fine. All right, we got to present a different line this time, I think, though. Go ahead and do this. Now they all move, don't they? It's fine, it's fine. I don't think... Oh, they'll get some attacks in, unfortunately, but they'll also get wrecked. Okay, good stuff. Okay, 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 good, good, good. Good. Not ideal, but this I can work with. This I can work with. Let's go ahead and fire over here. Stuff, 9, I can eliminate you. I can eliminate you down here as well. So let's go ahead and eliminate these guys down over here. And you will eliminate these guys, hopefully. Beautiful. That'll free you up to move. It's a little different than what I was hoping for. I was hoping to have 1, 2, 3 lined up, but if they're going to come from up over there, I feel like these guys are in a bit more trouble than I'd initially anticipated. Alright, let's pull you back to here. Let's stick with our original plan. How much does this do again? 6 damage and negative 10 initiative. Could buy myself some time. Don't know if negative 10 initiative is gonna do really much of anything. Sure, let's try this. Let's go ahead and... Alright, let's try this. Let's insect swarm these guys. Yeah, it did nothing. That was a waste. That was a waste. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We'll go ahead and pull you down to here, changing our plans. Doing it live. We're going to bring you down to... That's not gonna do much. Not as much as I'd hoped. I was hoping to try and avoid being attacked from too many angles, but that's not done anything for me. Okay. Here they come. Of course. Oh no! Oh god! That's horrifying. Ah, I cacked this up a bit. Alright, let's go ahead and... Psychic Spear is not going to do much for me here. 20 to 23. I mean, sure, let's try and soften you up so that we're guaranteed or have a higher likelihood of getting the kill here and no retaliation. Beautiful. Go ahead and fire over here. And finish you off. Okay, lost a bit more there than I would have liked, I'll be honest. I don't like that we lost, what was it, 15 Shaman? That was a bit expensive. Overall, though, actually, again, we did better than I expected. Maybe going in thinking I'm going to lose is the confidence boost I need. Because that actually worked out well enough. That actually worked out well enough. Don't like... Wow, that was one hit. These guys got wrecked. Thing is, like, even if I'd kept the hunters where they were originally to protect the shaman, as was my initial plan, the hunters would have been wrecked in that first hit anyway, and the shaman would be up for grab anyway. So either way that we could have played it there, based on what I'd set up, I think we'd have lost these guys, unfortunately. But either way, you know what? Not the end of the world. I'm going to go ahead and get Tutor here. Oh man, archery is such a temptation. I'm going to go ahead and get Tutor here so we can help our other wielders gain some experience and grow their armies, because otherwise they're going to start falling behind and they'll be pretty much useless, as we're kind of already seeing with Cheekham, right? So let's go ahead and get Tutor, confirm that, and let's claim this Glimmerweave Grove, and we can in fact... Oh, I think I got duped. I got baited. I might have got baited. Oh, no, maybe not. Some troops to recruit over here, and then we can come down and recruit these guys. Just getting completely distracted. This game, man, this game. I was supposed to be headed down south. I was supposed to be headed down here. Alright, you know what? There's a medium threat level. If I fight you, I'd be able to level up, and that would give me another slot of troops. And that slot of troops would allow me to recruit soldiers and then come down over here and maybe actually succeed using Cheekham instead. Maybe not a terrible idea. A horde of rangers, 51 to 99. I have no range. I would have to close the gaps. I don't know if these guys would survive concentrated fire. You know, I might like lose these guys if I don't actually make them into a stack. Maybe I should in fact do what I was talking about previously and just get these Ravagers and then lose them immediately. Other option is actually to go all the way back to this mud hut, pick up some troops, you know, fill out some of those crawlers and then come back. Yeah, that might be the smart call. That might be the smart call here. Alright, fair enough. Gotta be strategic in a strategy game, right? Go ahead and pull you further back. Visited all the stuff. There's the bubbling bog, but we're not in desperate need of wood or anything. Oh my goodness. What a fool I am. Get this beast coral happening. What an absolute fool I've been. Got so engaged in combat and stuff that I completely forgot to get this construction done. That is so many Ravagers we've left on the table. Ah, that's expensive. That is expensive. I keep telling myself I shouldn't try to to play strategy games early in the morning. I'm not a morning person, and I keep doing it. Keep doing it. All right, we've got this milestone up over here. Ooh, hello. There's lots up over here. That's +2 movement. 2 piles of stone. There's another stone deposit. Mind if I do. Got a fallen beacon of power. I think that'll grant us some vision too, if I'm not mistaken. Some dreths up over here. What lies behind you? Mysteries of the North here. We can upgrade this settlement as well, actually. We've got all the resources we need for it. It would add another medium build site and another large build site. Might not be a terrible idea. The only downside to it is the gold cost. And the fact that we want to recruit some troops shortly, right? Let's go ahead and visit this Fallen Beacon of Power. I'll take care of those dreths maybe after we pick up some troops. I assume we're going to get these guys as pickups, right? So that is the round done. Oh. Oh, another small settlement here. Yo, I'm really glad we came up this way, actually. We should be able to start generating resources and stuff a bit more consistently at home. Though this also gives me some pause because it probably means we're going to have to start defending our settlements too. These troops would rather join. Absolutely, yes. Go ahead and get all 31 of you. Go ahead and get 8 of you. We're going to be leaving... Oh, nobody on the table, no. Bring you all up there and bring you up over here as well, sure. We can redistribute these troops with some of our other wielders. This feels pretty good. Why don't we go ahead and... Can I reorganize you? There we go. That looks a bit nicer. Cool. Again, guards aren't my favorite, so I might... Like, they've been fine. They haven't really done any attacking. I might spread them to other troops to open up a slot for something more valuable. The 3 shamans were acting quite nicely in concert, so I might want to pursue that. But for now, we're done here, because even if you leave troops behind, the interaction disappears. So you don't actually want to leave troops behind, because then they're left behind forever. Let's go ahead and send Rask down south and bring Cheekham up here to get some... God damn it. Slots are all filled up. In that case, maybe we'd be better off... That's not what I meant. Better off recruiting Masugna, who would have her empty slots. She'd have her 3 tremors, and she could go up north, claim that settlement up there, get some of those troops, strengthen herself, hopefully do battle, gain some experience. And while she's up north, Cheekham will go back over here, pick up some troops, maybe deal with some of these what seem to be easier targets, medium difficulty, while Rask, comes down over here and deals with some of these maybe more difficult challenges. Or do we just try and rush Rask to this objective? We could do that as well. We could try and rush Rask to this objective and try to cap it off. But you know what? I think almost definitely we're going to go ahead and get Masugna, who sees beyond, get her tremors over here. Knights. Their beast only has 4 legs. How do they manage? I love that line. The Dragon's Roar gives -10 defense to enemy, -5 initiative to enemy. They're intimidating as well, which is much like our crawlers, giving enemy units within 1 hex -10 defense and -10 initiative. Actually, talking about crawlers in that context reminds me, we might be... No, I was thinking we might be able to upgrade some of our... ooh. We could upgrade the Shaman tent. Doing so would give us access to... They're not called Shaman at tier 2. I forget what they're called now. But it would give us access to some higher tier ranged units. That might be worth it. Still upset at myself about this beast coral. But folks, yeah. Let's go ahead and get Masugna. We'll use her to secure the north and gain some troops while she does so, because it looks like there's at least 1, 2 recruitment opportunities, as well as maybe another spawning pool up over here if we deem it necessary. Sorry, 3 recruiting opportunities here. So I think Masugna comes up over here. Rask goes down south to deal with the Barya, and Cheekham picks up some troops and then takes care of securing some of the stuff over here. Folks, this is a full army of frog folk we have now, but on that note, I think we're going to call it a session. Next session is going to be full of a lot of fighting right off the bat, and I want to make sure I'm staying on top of those. We've had a good session today. We've got some good victories under our belt. Feeling pretty comfortable with how that's been going. But yeah, there's some big decisions. I would love to hear your input before I move forward, just because I like trying to make things a bit more interactive in that way. I like seeing your input and all that kind of stuff. This bird is amazing. It's just like having a snack over here, having a snack down here, and just taking a bite up over there. What are you doing, buddy? Anyway, sorry, my apologies. Got completely distracted by this thing over here. As I was saying, I like to, get folks' input to see how people are feeling, what they're thinking, and then take all that stuff into consideration. And we're at a bit of a crossroads here, so I feel like we're close enough to an hour. We can call the session over here. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions, and I'm very excited for the next session because there's a lot going on now. There's a lot to manage. There's a lot going on. We're about to get some tremors on the battlefield and get real aggressive. Things have been going quite nicely. Folks, if you enjoyed this session, again, don't hesitate to let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a massive difference just letting me know what I should do on the channel, and just lets me know what y'all are enjoying and how I should tackle things as far as content's concerned. With that said, as always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big ol' thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.